bonjour! That's the most I actually know from French, but welcome back to the Juventus Piemonte Calcio series. Road to Glory, FIFA 22, Career Mode. I am very excited for today, and I don't know why, because we're actually on quite bad form as we move on. Spoilers if you haven't seen the last episode. Let's try and hit 30 likes on this one as well. We're going to try and step it up a little bit more because we have been dropping below that target, as we've dropped below the target in the Coppa Italia. We're out in the semi-finals, 2-legged over Roma, beat us in each one, as today we have AC Milan, who are just below us in the league, we've got to beat. Fiorentina, who are just below them. Villarreal, who we're definitely going to play, even though we are 3-1 up on aggregate. We're doing very well in the Champions League. But that's about it, as Hellas Verona's away after that. And then we have Roma again after a little bit of a break, which are top spot. And we are 8 points off Jose Mourinho's men. So we're going to literally dive headfirst into this episode today. I don't know why I just went to head it, as we play Milan away from home as well at the San Siro. 5th against 4th. We cannot be losing this. We lost it last time out. In the last episode, we had games very similar to the ones we have today, as the squad almost built itself, but I just saw the man snuck right down there, and the goalkeeper change, as the team for the first game is going to be Wojciech Szczesny in goal, Gertruida, Bastoni, Delict and Perraud. It's a slightly tired team with Icone, Soler, Locatelli and Kuleveski, Paulo Dybala and Matheus Cunha up front. It is, of course, going to be played against Milan. This is a game we do not want to bottle, as I think it might... probably won't, but might guarantee us top 4, as Roma's played their game in hand and they have lost it. So if we win this, we are 5 points within top spot, unless Napoli get a win as well, or Inter. Then we could be a couple more points off, but it's a good job Roma's lost. That's a brilliant start. Let's dive into it. And the team that we're going to be playing is Mike Miaigan in goal. I can't remember the first result against Milan. I can't remember at all. As it's Hernandez, Araujo, Franco and Mallard. De Paul and Pobega, not Pogba. Close. As Doku, Pedersen and Newhouse. I remember playing Doku, but I don't think he was playing for Milan. As Kyoto's up front, or Kyoto. I don't think I've played Inter Milan at all. I've played AC. No. The other way around. Sorry, Milan fans. We've played it the other way around. We've managed these before in a past FIFA, but yeah, I don't think we've played them this season. As hopefully we can get off to a bright start and get a win against them at the San Siro, as Jonathan Icone dribbling with the ball. It's not a very well kept San Siro, I've got to say. I don't think this ground looks too good today, as Alessandro Bastoni, that was close to their player, didn't like that pass but still worked, as it's Carlos Soler with a little bit of a gap, lay that off. He's miles off his Matheus Cunha. Definitely, as it's Carlos Soler on the ball again right here. Paulo Dybala onto Soler, onto Jonathan Icone. It's through to Matheus Cunha. It uses that decoy run right there. Tries to chip it over the top. Not one right there. Matheus Cunha heads that down into Gertruida, into Locatelli. Locatelli through that gap again. Matheus Cunha goes for a 1-2. Comes off, but again, we just struggled to get a shot on goal, as Soler should have scored that header. 11 minutes in, we're very dominant. That's the story of most games, innit? And then something like this happens. They're going to try and get an attack off. It's Kyoto, who's dropped back. He's actually put a back heel into Pobega, who's going to go forward now to Rodrigo De Paul. Great little playmaker, but Kuleveski getting his tackle in. Just can't keep the ball off the defenders, though, as Franco passes it forward. Back to the Argentine. Soler, going to put a more convincing tackle. Same with Locatelli. Kyoto with a shot, and Szczesny with a great one-handed save. Now that's a move our midfield should be stopping. It was terrible the way it just bounced through everyone, as the header from Delict is partially away. Now it's fully. As we're going to try and look to get on the break from it. Dybala out to Jonathan Icone right here, and it's talking about Cunha being dangerous. Can he be dangerous from a whipped-in ball there? It's gone past him, and Kuleveski. The amount of balls we put into the box and miss is extraordinary. This just does seem like a game for Tammy Abraham. Of course, I didn't know that before the game, unless he would have... well, then he would have started the game. I just need someone on the end of these headers who can score them, as they're not going in. As Matheus Cunha chips again. It's out to Kuleveski. Just play that through the middle this time. No ball into the box. It's Matheus Cunha who runs it himself, and we do have the lead. It's not going to be one of those games where we just threaten and get nothing. We've got something. In a game as big as this one, a goal is pivotal, and it's come just right there. Great little pass from Kuleveski. That takes it down, threads it through, and Matheus Cunha one-on-one. Bit of a tight angle, but puts it in that top bin. We take the lead. And it even says AC Milan, half an hour or just over, has had more possession, but of course that goal has done us wonders. We usually do better when we have less of the ball. We're more clinical with it, as Pedersen tackled right there. It's going to be our ball somehow. I'll take that as the Swede throws it in. Kovaleski into Locatelli. Very risky pass. I don't like that at all. It's not where I intended it to go, but we've still managed to keep it. Carlos Soler through to Matheus Cunha, onto Dybala, back out to the winger right here, who's going to continue his run. Kovaleski with a great touch. Another one, dips it in. Cunha on the angle, forces a corner. I will take that. That's from absolutely nothing. As can we score from the corner? We don't, but it's still going to land to Jonathan Ikone with his head inside to Paulo Dybala. Smart turn, outside of the box. Caught by Mike. A chance for another, but just not coming off as Kyoto, not at the end of the first half. Szczesny has to pull off a save. I mean, it was a poor shot, to be fair, but I don't know how we're letting him have that much of a chance, as Pedersen's going to put a ball in, not from the corner, headed away from Locatelli. It's going to be half-time into it. We're not going to be able to run. Nope. Damn it, that looks like a decent chance as well. But at the half-time whistle, we lead a league game. It's been quite a while since that half-time. 1-0 over Milan. And I would bloody love it if we could keep this. Love it, as Carlos Soler. What's that? Give it back to the centre-back where I intended it. And they could have almost been through if it wasn't for Perraud. The better left-back from France in this game, of course, if you get what I'm going for right there. As Jonathan Ikone cuts inside. He's going to get that pass through to Matheus Cunha. It's actually pulled off as well. Onto Dybala. Out wide. Probably didn't need to chip that, but Perraud has got a dangerous cross on him. And it looks good as well. And it's into the back of the net. I think it's an own goal. I don't think Kovaleski touched that at all. He's going to celebrate it. But again, a great ball from the left back into the box and into the back of the net. Let's have another look. Does it touch Kovaleski? What a ball it is. Does it actually touch him? Oh, I don't know. Does it hit the foot of the defender? It's given us Kovaleski's goal. I'll take it. 2-0. Dejan with the touch, apparently, as now Paulo Dybala. Let's look for more, though, shall we? Let's not hold up here. This could be a statement of intent. We're coming back up the leagues, and we're actually getting some consistent form going. Hopefully, if we can win the Champions League game as well. As Dybala down the line. Kovaleski whips a decent one in. Oh, and if that was Tammy Abraham, it could have been a different story. Geertruida up there, though, the right back, putting the pressure on, and I actually love that from him. And Pedersen on the ball right here goes for his overlap to Theo Hernandez. He can't whip a ball in as good as Perraud, can he? No, he's scared to do it. Gives it back to Pedersen in the middle. Onto the edge of the box, though. They are making a chance, trying to anyway. Big deflection. Gives them a goal back as well. That's two that the keepers have just been not sighted for. Szczesny gambled completely. And the game's back on. I'm a bit upset that we let them get near to the box and inside the box, but the shot should not be going in. It's a big, big deflection off Bastoni. I think it actually might be giving us an own goal. Yes, it is. It doesn't count for Rodrigo de Paul. And to be fair, I have been a fan of Bastoni at times, but overall it doesn't look like a good start to his Juve career for the £114 million man. We've started losing more games since he's come into the squad, and Mbemba left. Mbemba was just a beast though, wasn't he? The Congoan international. As, yeah, Bastoni, again, another own goal. Hasn't really done any from corners or done greatly like De Ligt has in the defence. I'm chasing the ball around a little bit too much for my liking here. And it's going to deflect out. Could really do with another goal as Kasper Dolberg's come on for them. I'm going to make 3 subs. Tammy, Munain and Emi all ready to come onto the field. And I forgot who I'm taking off. But I think Dybala's going to be one of them. Need him fit for the next game. But can he do something before he goes off? Pass inside. Maybe an assist here for Matheus Cunha. And what a save from Mike. We needed that to make sure of this win, but we haven't got it. Still a corner with the new boys on the field as it's in towards De Ligt. And it's just fallen to Mike Meigen again, just bobbled up for him. Not doing too great with it as there's 1 minute now. Carlos Soler into Emi Buendia, into Tammy Abraham, edge of the box, shot, and it's over the bar from the Englishman. Still, it's going to be a goal kick, and there shouldn't be long left. As you can see, we've gone on to dominate the game from the first half. Very, very well done from us, as we need to win this header. No, Jeremy Doku wins it. Down to David Neres now on the field, as there's the full-time whistle though, and it's a big win. It's a grinded out win in the end, because they got a very lucky way back into that game, but I was confident going into it, and I was confident when we got the goals. A 2-1 win in Milan, and we do stay in 4th after that game, but you can see it's getting a little bit closer. 7 points is now the gap. as we need to break into that top 3. 5 points and we're in that top 3, which I think is where everything is to play for, as we have 3 points over 5th. Should be in the Champions League next year if, of course, we do keep this up as we should do. Fiorentina in 7th next, which is simulated, as we've got to play the Champions League and we've got to play Roma, haven't we? So, a difficult challenge, but at least Matthijs de Ligt's not injured fully. I mean, I didn't even get a message telling him about his injury, so he must be fine. Same team, fully fit again, so please don't let us down at home against the purple side. That's what I call Fiorentina. And it's a 3-2 win, only just though, but we'll take it. Kovalevsky, Tammy Abraham coming on at half-time and scoring immediately with Josh Sargent then getting a brace, put the pressure on at 2-2. But Kovalevsky with his own brace to give us the win. And I'm happy with that. I'm even more happy that the CPU actually decided to make some bloody changes, which is perfect. Let's talk about Jonathan Ikone. Look at that. 1 goal, which isn't many, but 6 assists. So if you're asking why he plays over Emi Buendia, there is your answer. I just prefer him so much more. He's got pace, he's got dribbling, same as Emi. As we're going to go straight into Villarreal as well with the same team. It's a little bit unfitter, but still should get the job done. They've only got to see it out, and you've got to play your full-strength team in the Champions League at home. Get the job done. And Villarreal's team, Sergio Asensio in goal again, Alejandro Grimaldo. And then it changed it. I see Adley still on the bench after his goal in the last game, and Armstrong's there. With Hermoso, Nunez and Sambi in the defence, Gnabry, Verman, Sal, Diaz, Lee and Nketiah. So there's only one change, and that is one of the strikers. They're looking for goals. They get them at the Wall Stadion though, as we desperately want to go through to the next round of the Champions League. I've only won the Orange Becker Cup in this, of course, whole save. I say that every single episode now, I think. So just to even win or get close to the Champions League in this save would be absolutely amazing. Imagine if we did win it though. I mean, we can't even beat Roma for the time being, but I've got a dream, as Matheus Cunha did receive the ball in a good position there, but he's gone backwards a little bit. Still going to try and go forwards. Kovalevsky, Geertruida on the overlap. If we get a goal to kill this game off straight away, it would be perfect. Into Cunha, and he has got that goal. 6 minutes in, on the spin, the Brazilian hopefully getting us the win. What a finish. Look at this. Geertruida gets it out wide. Beautiful little dink in from the right back, who does love to flood forward a little bit, too much sometimes. But the turn from that, even a no-look shot from Matheus Cunha, absolutely perfect. And Paulo Dybala straight away on it as well. Into Locatelli, now around the corner to Matheus Cunha. We're going to still look for more. It's Ikone to dip one in, and that's a good ball into the mixer, but how 3 of our players haven't got the ball right there, I will never know. As Kangin Lee into Eddie Nketiah. Saul over the top into Serge Gnabry, who has to go backwards himself into Sambi. Get a tackle in, please, as it's round the corner again. In the middle to Josh Verman, whatever his name is. Kangin Lee with a good turn, you know. And why is none of the centre-backs going to him? Szczesny is furious. And I have no idea how to control it. Why do we not go to him? Just no one decided to shut him down. I couldn't control either centre-back. Not centre-backs, actually. And I didn't want to control Bastoni. I was controlling Bastoni. Couldn't control Geertruida nor De Ligt. And it gave him an easy goal. The striker put back into the team gets an immediate response for those, as that's going to be our foul, isn't it? 8 minutes, or 18 minutes in, should I say. Very lively start, as we're going to drop this off Kovalevsky. I'm going to go for a finesse, but I know he's not the best at those. So we're going to try and play it a little bit calmer. Cunha has Dybala in the middle. Matheus Cunha can shoot. He's a striker. And it's off of Saul, so it will be our ball right here. And I'm looking at Matheus de Ligt, close to the keeper. Come back to try and head it. No, Josh Verman away. It's going to drop to Jonathan Ikone. Back in the middle. Locatelli drops it off to Matheus de Ligt, the centre-back, to just hammer one. And it's still going to be our ball, isn't it? Yes, Cunha even decks the man trying to tackle him. And can he whip a good ball in? That is decent. Dybala. No, it's blocked by Hermoso. I mean, your opposition will always get chances in the game. Never mind who they are, but it's a bit too easy. Look at that, Kovalevsky. You had your right back running around you, and it's a good job he ran out of play with it here. We need to get our heads screwed back on, as a goal would just do that, I feel like. Carlos Soler out wide. There we go. Jonathan Ikone, pass that back in. Carlos Soler in the middle. Cunha, what was that? What was that, Matheus? That was one of the worst shots I have ever seen. Even Buendia can't believe it. He's got up out of his chair to tell me, as it's a corner still. De Ligt. And that was a better shot even under pressure than Cunha's. He just tapped it with the outside of his foot. It was shocking as De Ligt wins the ball back again into Kovalevski. Curling one. Sergio Asensio with the save though, as I can't get that first miss out of my head. De Ligt to jump up again, and De Ligt does get us in the lead. I'm still not forgetting Cunha's miss, but the centre-back who we aim for from corners every time puts us back in the lead. It's going to have to be a big second half from Villarreal. After they've put a bit of pressure on, we relieve it straight away. De Ligt with a great head over Asensio. And that's what he does as it's approaching half-time. And I'm very happy with the way it's going as Kovalevski could even get another one, you know. Dybala, oh, he slipped up. I mean, maybe in real life shouts for a penalty, but no, definitely not in the game as it's 2-1 in-game. Should be through to the next round. But you don't know what Gnabry, you don't know what Lee, you don't know what Nketiah have up their sleeve. And Unai Emery is literally always capable of something in my eyes. As Luis Diaz over the top, Kang-in Lee, that's a good one too, you know. And Luis Diaz with a great shot, Szczesny with a save, right. I expect more pressure in this second half, I'm not going to lie, I know we should be the better team. But I do expect it as Adam Armstrong's on the field now as well. Gnabry picking up a yellow card into Bastoni right here from the defence. And I am going to try and look to just counter on them now, not keep possession. Of course, when we do have possession, though, I want to keep it. As Carlos Soler out wide to Ikone right here. We've got runners going into the box. Ikone aims for Matheus Cunha at the back post. It's still going to fall. It's still... No, it isn't. Asensio dives on that one. Off the crossbar still, though, as we had a big chance. And Adam Armstrong now into Kang-in Lee. Can we get across this time? Centre-back Geertruida. He might be man of the match tonight. What a tackle that was. I mean, it still would have been 5-3, but that's blocked a certain goal. And maybe, just maybe, if we play his cards right, we could get a goal from that ourselves. It's through. Ikone, he's onside. He's going to try and cut back. Give it to the edge. Into Kovalevski. Oh, and it's blocked. And the clock ticking very nicely down for us right here as Kovalevski cuts it inside. They've had a lot of possession in this second half, but like now, we're looking to try and counter on them, to try and get a 6 as Cunha... You could see he was ready to absolutely hammer that. And Adam Armstrong should pick up a yellow card, a rough tackle. That one I spoke about before. The ball's just not going out of play in this game as it's a ball around the corner. Dybala, that was lined up for Locatelli. But again, the pass not going to where I want it. As Dybala's going to keep it. Out to Kovalevski. This is good possession of the football as Geertruida just tackled with his fancy footwork. Locatelli, that was not a good pass, but we still do have it into Carlos Soler. I'm just waiting for the right time to get a shot off. Just waiting, and it doesn't come. It's a good tackle. It should now be a 2-1 win confirmed, I'd say, unless it's a good chip from Dybala and Cunha with a strike. Good save from the leg of Asensio. Just 2 minutes to go, and we almost got one back right there, but, well, I say one back. We almost got a 6-1 back, should I say, as Kang Lee puts one out wide. There's only going to be stoppage time, isn't there? Should have got that ball, Carlos Soler. Not round the corner, good enough though. Matheus De Ligt into Bastoni, and the pass is through, and the game is over. We are through to the round of 16 quarterfinals. I don't know. I don't know the Champions League format. I support bloody Grimsby Town. Let's see where we end up. As the other teams to go through aren't revealed. It's not even going to show us. There's a 2-2 in there. I don't know which way round that is, and it's actually the round of 16 we're in right now. I'm guessing this game's still to go. I mean, there's a couple of Italian sides still in there. Ooh, could we be playing Inter, who are just higher up than us in the table? As the gaps stay as they are after that last game, every team above us won, every team below us won as well, so not the best of game weeks. Did win ourselves, but I would have loved it to be better as we've got more money coming into the club. More money as we're going to go into Hellas Verona, and this is a game we must win. Inter and Roma, I think both picking up wins themselves, so yeah, it's going to be a simulated same team again, so we're going to do this straight away before we check who we've got in the Champions League next. Please don't let us down! And it's a 1-1 draw. Cunha with the first minute goal, Halstenberg in the 7th. And nothing bloody happens from there. That's honestly terrible, as the gap is 8 points. So it's still not bad. It's more gappy, though, than it was before. We've got to beat Roma in the next game, though, to make that gap 4. So we've got to do his best as Roberto Alvarado. He needs to be playing, does he? Okay, prove it. As who have we got next? It should be in the next month, shouldn't it? Who we've got in the Champions League? PSG. Paris Saint-Germain. The home of the GOAT and Neymar and his crew is who we actually got to play. We're going to play both legs in the next episode as well. It's a good job we got easier league games to surround that, because that ain't going to be easy. That's got me already bricking the next episode, but let's move on to the league, shall we? And let's get what's in front of us done first. The game against Roma. How many league games is there actually left? I think there's enough for us to actually get the points gap closed, but still, it would be a squeeze, wouldn't it? And the bloody simulated games have let us down this year. They really have. Has got an offer from Real Madrid for Alvarado as well. That's above his evaluation, you know. But for now, I'm going to reject it. I don't want anyone coming in or out of the club, so we'll stay as we are. As I'm going to see how many games there is left as well. We've got another offer. Olympic Lyon as well. 15 million for Danny Carvajal. That's going to get accepted because he's 34-year-old. Alvarado, I'm not going to do anything with yet. Although, Tottenham's just literally offered a swap for Heung-min Son. Son is a lot older though. And controversially, that's getting shut down. Because I've just gone ahead and counted. There are 9 games left. Yeah, 38 games, of course, like the Premier League. I'm stupid. So it's going to be a tight run-in, as it's same team as always today. Every single team sheet's been the same. They've beat us twice in the Cup. This is where it changes. Roma in the league. And is it, like always, rotated heavily with Roma? It's still Lafont, Spinazzola, Tomori's in there, Mancini and Tanganga. Pretty much the same. Paqueta and Cristante sitting. Them two are very, very good working partners. As Willock, Califorio and Johnson with Moffi up front. No Ramos. He's the danger man. So I can't lie, I'm very happy to not see him in the team, as it's straight on to Joe Willock to start the game off. Roma with kickoff, and I know they are so good at passing. These are what I want to be like with my passing game, which just doesn't work. I think I have the intent of it, but just my players, they don't pass to where I want it to go. As Kovaleski, let's try that straight away. I wanted that to go back to Locatelli. That one didn't even go to Locatelli as well, so you can see how rigged it is. As Carlos Soler finally gets it onto the man I wanted to have the ball at the start. Manuel Locatelli, Gitruida, now Dybala through that middle. Mateus Cunha, if it leads into a goal, I'm happy, but Cunha doesn't pass it. When does it? As that's a ball over the top as well, cut out by Perud. See what Roma's going for. It's Carlos Soler into Akone, into Mateus Cunha. That's a smart turnout. Dybala in front of him. Every pass that the Brazilian makes never ever goes through. It's just, I don't know what it is, but he's not a passing man. As Spinazzola now onto Moffi. The striker sitting far back, and we've got a tackle in as it goes to Dybala. Dybala out wide to Jonathan Ikone. I see Cunha trying to make a run in behind. That's over the top of him. Tomori has to clear it though. Felt pressured, and that's what we want him to feel. As Locatelli with the ball onto Mateus Cunha right here as well. Finds Kulusevski, as I've definitely said his name wrong that time. I'm still concentrating on the move though. As can we get that back in the middle? No. Kulusevski cannot. The Swede, bloody hell, please get it right, as we're going to try and pass it here. Can we get that off? No, of course, it was Mateus Cunha who released the ball, as Locatelli gets that good ball out to Ikone, as that return could have been deadly, but didn't work out again. But it is all us in their final third. And Moffi with the ball onto Willock. Willock into Lucas Paqueta, trying to get a tackling upfield there. Just couldn't do it. Tanganga into Paqueta, and that's an interception though. Soler into Dybala. That ball's not going through though. And Moffi back on it. It's Califorio. It's round the side. It's a tackle. Can we just get to half-time already? It's actually a very slow game, this one. Probably because there's no chances. And probably because Mateus Cunha, every time he gets the ball upfield for us, loses it. He just has such off days when he has an off day. As Dybala with the ball down the line onto Kulusevski right here. And can he try a spin in? He can get tackled. And he still can't get the ball. As I can't lie, I've got to tell the truth. This is one of the most boring games I've ever played on FIFA, and it's one we need 3 points in as well. It would have been a good result, a draw at half-time at least, but we do need a result. It's just been every single thing. Messing up passing from them, messing up passing from us, back and forth. So hopefully the second half can come to life a little bit. No changes just yet. As you could see right there, 0 goals expected for both teams. So let's try and change that. Dybala onto Soler, and nope. Tackled straight away. It's going to be them with the ball. Cristante out wide to Tanganga into Mancini. Mancini, that's a right name for him, isn't it? As Paqueta now has it in the middle. He's going to try and go round us. He's easily going to skip past Locatelli, and that was way too easily. Just Tried to disguise it around to Muffy. We've lost the ball in a bad position. Locatelli should have got the ball easily there, but made it hard for himself somehow, as now we look to break. It's Cunha. His pass has actually gone to feet. It's Kowaleski. Going to try and pull that back and put it over the top to Geertruida. That's a good ball. Heads it down in his path over the top. Tomori with a stretched foot. Cristante looks through the middle right here onto Thiago Moffy again. Moffy has to go from range and Szczesny saves. First shot of the game almost now we're in. It's a pop shot that almost goes in, so that is disappointing on our mark, isn't it? Should be closer to him as De La Vega. A good sub for them comes on. That's not a good header away from Jonathan Ikone as well. As they've got the ball on the edge of the box. Into Moffy. Into, I don't know who it was, but it's been blocked anyway. Paqueta follows up on it. He gets a good ball in. Matthijs de Ligt never misses anything in the air right there. As Cunha to try and get this away. Can we counter? Matheus Cunha. We've got the man on the overlap. Doesn't work, but we can pass that down the line straight away. That's a good one. Perud. Matheus Cunha through the middle. Waits for the ball. You shouldn't be waiting for it. And Locatelli. He gives the ball around to Jonathan Ikone right here, who gives it onto Soler. And Soler. Now that's a good ping. Kowaleski. Might have to do this himself, you know. We haven't got options in the middle. Kowaleski saved by Lafont. Just hit it into the corner, man. That was a big chance right there in this game. We need to win. Come on, let's go for it. Last 20 minutes as the header's not won by us. Geertruida with a chest down to Bastoni. He's not shooting. And that's very luckily found Paulo Dybala. Still can't keep hold of it. Pass it backwards. No. Why is he there? When did Ramos sneak onto this field? Honestly, I hate this guy. I'm not even joking. I hate that striker. As now it's straight onto him right here as well. He puts a good ball out to the side of him. Brennan Johnson back into Ramos. Brennan Johnson, big save, Szczesny, and it's their corner. This game's going to be one of those games, isn't it? As we're now going to put Tammy Abraham up front. Matheus Cunha comes off, so hopefully we can play for some corners ourselves as Neto receives it, cuts back the number 10. He's going to cross this ball in. He's going to try and put it on the ground, and it's quite terrible. As let's counter from this, shall we? Perud goes for a switch. Got to win that, Soler, and does. Very nicely done. Now we can switch it on the floor. Locatelli around the corner into Geertruida. Into Tammy, who gets there first. Very nice urgency. He's got a man inside of him. Going to lay it off to Dybala, who's run it all the way. Paulo Dybala has missed as well. God damn it. What will it take? What will it take as Joe Willock on it right here? Come on, we don't lose the game after that chance. There is no way we do. Ramos, 2 men on him. That's brilliant work as Tammy Abraham gets it out wide right here. No support. Jonathan Ikone, where are you? You're inside. Okay. We're going to try and chip that over him to run onto, but Mancini with an easy receive of the ball right there as it's chipped by Lafont. Lucas Paqueta with a pass into Willock. We're chasing shadows a little bit. I mean, it's going to be a draw, isn't it? Which we really didn't want. We needed all 3 points to try and catch them up. The gap's still going to be massive with 8 games to go as Tanganga maybe crosses it. No, he doesn't. Passes it back into Neto. Neto inside to Joe Willock looking for an angle. Good tackle. And we've got 1 minute. That's a red card. And it's a yellow for Willock. He stopped to goal there. He stopped to counter. That is dirty play from Joe Willock. And I expect more than a bloody red card. Maybe a 10-game ban for that. Honestly, shocking sportsmanship right there as it's a 0-0 draw with Roma. And it's not what we deserved. Draw's letting us down, so that's it from us today. I mean, there's nothing more we can do, is there? We've got to get sharper and win games next time out against the big boys. So thank you guys for watching this one right here. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. You're not stupid, I say it every episode. So let's keep on going with it. 4,000 subscribers before Christmas is the aim. I know you guys can do it, and if you do it, I'll get a new series up and running for you. That's a promise. Take care. In a bit. I'll see you all later. Peace.